morning. I'm Trenton Quarantino, and this is the Great Lakers News Network, GLNN, where we glean all the news that's good. First off, we want to thank you for all of the positive response to our initial broadcast. In addition to the feedback, we received a great many questions, and while we don't have the time to answer all of them, we will answer the one that was posed the most often. People are dying to know the identity of the mystery singers who performed the Cyberbunch song. All I can tell you is that it's a 70s tribute group called Isolation. They did share with us that their first album, Pandemic at the Disco, will be dropping very soon. Also, it is rumored that they will be touring this summer with the Foo Fighters and Miley Virus. And now to the good news. The transition to online instruction continued last week, with positive news coming from all corners, including from instructor Kathy Fayux. She wrote in to give a shout out to coworker Ashley Seeger-Cicchini, who had prepared a video for students on how to send in assignments through the Dropbox on Blackboard. The company that makes the blue caps and gowns for our FLCC graduates has been working to ship the items directly to each student's home, assuring that every graduate will have their commencement regalia. In addition, once the company performs that same service for all of their many collegiate clients, they will be switching modes and producing face masks to help stop the spread of the coronavirus, not only helping customers, but also the community. The college has received a shipment of 10 cases of New York State Clean at no cost through the State University of New York. FLCC has received an additional 6 gallons from Ontario County. New York State Clean is the hand sanitizer that Governor Cuomo ordered produced by New York State prison inmates. Talk about conservation. No. Talk about conviction. Look, if you're going to sanitize all my dialogue, look what I did. I just can't turn it off. Finger Lakes TV is broadcasting live and recorded updates from Ontario County Public Health daily from 9 to 11 a.m. on Spectrum Cable. You can also find the program on the FLTV website and the FLCC Facebook page. The segments are also archived online. Director of Student Life Jenny Ertl informs us that various student organizations continue to perform valuable outreach with regard to the student population. Most recently, the Active Minds chapter of FLCC began work on a poster campaign that will be sent out to all students to keep them connected to their peers. Now to the snapshot of the week. The Wellness is Now committee has been hard at work reaching out to employees and providing them with outlets to help maintain good mental and physical health while working remotely. They have used the Zoom platform to establish a Mindful Meditation for Beginners program. And throughout April, they are holding a photo contest. Employees are asked to snap a picture of themselves while they're on a walk and share it with Ainsley Sikora, shown in this image with her baby and pet Pooch. A winner will be announced at the end of the month. There are countless examples of people finding ways to spin the present situation into a positive. For many, it's just an optimistic approach to how they view what is happening. For others, like faculty member Trista Merrill, it's using the event as a springboard for creativity. Here's our human interest correspondent, Anita Response, with that story.
Hey, Trista.
Hi.
We hear you've turned our current situation into a project for honor study students. Can you tell us about that?
Sure. What we're doing is we have students creating either a physical or digital journal where they can focus on the positive, process the challenges, and sort of create a living archive of the pandemic through the words of those who are living it.
Have any of them shared any of their entries so far?
They have not, but we will be collecting all of them at the end of the semester and creating an archive for FLCC to hold on to. But I have had students respond to the idea of being able to do the project in the first place, and people seem really excited. We have between 26 and 31 students participating.
That's great. That will be important for our history. Can you tell me what inspired you to do this?
Well, Vera Wisman, a longtime honors faculty and sociology professor, sent me a screenshot of a tweet where a teacher was doing this with her students, and we thought it would be a perfect opportunity for honor students who are used to reflecting through writing anyway.
That's great. Kind of on a different note here, can you tell us how you are keeping positive these days?
Absolutely. I'm doing a lot of jigsaw puzzles, taking walks outside, and I've also resurrected my own blog, so I'm doing some writing myself.
That's great. And where do we find your blog?
My blog is called Mirth, Melancholy, and the Mundane. If you Google it, you can find it.
Thank you, Trista. Always great talking to you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Anita. During one of the recent student life check-ins, Patrick Ray aired plans to do a cooking demonstration for students. Cooking is something that we've all been forced to focus on a lot more lately. With social distancing and shortages, everyone is being forced to make do with what's in their cupboards, and that can get rather lackluster after a while. Let's face it, there's only so many ways to jazz up ramen noodles. Well, our culinary editor, Graham Cracker, is going to change all that. He's prepared a special segment on potluck cooking. Let's take a look. Thank you, Graham. Nobody does it better. And finally, on this week's brighter side, many will remember the Swiss mime troupe Mummenschanz from their 1970 stint on Broadway and appearances on Sesame Street and The Muppet Show. They were known for their surreal masks and prop-oriented style. After 20 years of performing, the troupe had receded from the public eye in the mid-90s. However, since the onset of the quarantine, the stage company has seen a resurgence in popularity, though no one can quite put their finger on why. Now that's what I call movement-based theater. For Anita Response and Graham Cracker, I'm Trenton Quarantino, and this has been the Great Lakers News. Keep sending in those good stories, and we'll keep reporting them. Stay well, Finger Lakes.
Share with someone you love at a distance.